What's up, guys? And I'm really excited about this. This is my Tamashi Nations SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2000 Special Color Edition. I am really excited. This is my first SH Monsterarts Godzilla figure, and I thought, why not get one that is like super cool, like one of the best Godzillas. This is a great design. Great coloration. Everything is magnificent. I mean, my jaw dropped when this came out of the package. I was a little irritated because the joints were really tight, and I'm not used to it because I get NECA figures usually. But man, did that go away. There's one thing that did disappoint me. Well, a couple things, I guess. The head doesn't look all the way up, but I mean, from the position of the pupil, it looks like he's looking menacing. And some of the ligaments in the tail will pop off, which isn't a huge deal because they go back in, but it makes me not want to pose the tail. That's all my complaints, really. This thing is amazing. It is super articulated. It's just all ball joints, it seems. It's just all on ball joints. I mean, even this one right here, if you could see it, it's just amazing how they detailed it as well. It's just, it's so awesome. This figure, and the coloration, I mean, it's a flat black, and it's got some tan right here and some on the knees, which I really like. The teeth, a nice yellow with some red. I don't have any paint bleeding at all. This figure is awesome. The tongue's articulated, and look at his eyes. Those just menacing, except when you look at him from the front. He kind of looks derpy, but my camera can't really pick it up. Time to get a better camera. 1v1 me, noob. I don't know. But yeah, I love this figure. I messed around with it because I got it yesterday, and I messed around with this for a long time, just trying different things, trying to get all the joints loosened up. One thing I have noticed, this arm bends in a little bit further than this arm. Maybe I have to work with it a little bit more, but it seems like the sculpting right here is just a little too chunky, so it can't really get in there unless maybe I spin this around. Maybe that's like an elbow piece. It kind of looks like it could be. Here, let me actually see if I can spin that around. Since it's all on ball joints, it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, actually, that actually worked. Huh. So that got spun around like that for some reason. Wow, that looks actually a lot better. So I mean, yeah, I spent a lot of money. This figure is very, 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 very not so expensive actually. It's around, I paid about 78 plus shipping because I wanted it ASAP. But yeah, it was on sale as well. But this figure's just amazing. I missed out on the first because I didn't get into the SH Monsterarts line until, later, when they announced the 2014 Godzilla, and I was looking at some reviews on that and seeing that the bleeding and everything and the teeth and the one derp eye, it just turned me off of wanting to get it, so I got the NECA figure. But, I bit the bullet. I got this, I bought it on Friday and it came yesterday on Monday. So I bit the bullet. I was like, you know what, it's time for me to get an SH Monsterarts figure. I want to see how it looks, and this is by far amazing. It is superior to other figures that I do have. Look at that. They even sculpted the fucking crotch. I mean, look at him. Hold on, let's see if we can get him in the pose. Draw me like one of your French girls. That is so awesome. I've never been able to do that with any of my Godzilla figures. It was pretty cool. Articulation, like I said, he can't look that far up, but his eyes are like kind of straight at this angle, so I mean, he looks like he's staring, which is pretty cool. I don't have a problem with it. He can look all the way down. Look, that's just crazy. He can kind of turn left and right. It's just kind of these spines. They're chaotic. So it really fucks with the articulation. But sorry, I cursed. But my channel. It really messes with the articulation, which isn't a huge thing because I would rather have these monstrous fucking evil spikes. I mean, look at that. That is amazing. That is just, it's fucking amazing. All the way down to the tip of the tail. I mean, that's just, and they're each sculpted beautifully. It just takes my breath away. This is just my first SH Monsterarts figure, and it is just one of the fucking best, man. It's one of the best. Do I plan on getting more? Eventually. I'm thinking about getting Space Godzilla next. Maybe some Mecha Godzilla 3 Kiyu. Since this is supposed to be the Godzilla from Godzilla against Mecha Godzilla and Godzilla Tokyo SOS. So, I mean, maybe I'll get Kiyu. That one's pretty damn expensive. I'm looking about 100 and something, but you know what? I think in the end it'll be worth it. Man. I like the frost tips. That sounds weird. I like this coloration. The purple Godzilla 2000 looks cool in pictures and everything, but I think this one's better because I love the coloration on it. It's a flat black. It's got some tan highlights and it's got white spines. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful figure. So I recommend it. If you're a huge Godzilla fan like I am, I recommend this figure. Now let's get some size comparisons. Here he is next to NECA's Godzilla 1954, and from the tip of the spine, I guess this Godzilla would actually be taller in the end, but because it's kind of hunched over, it would appear not. You could definitely tell quality difference here. I love this figure for the 1954, but it definitely shows shininess, which I said in my review, it didn't really shine. It was a flat, but compared to this one, this is fucking shiny as hell. And yeah, I prefer the SH Monsterarts. It's amazing. I do have Bandai Creations Godzilla 2000, but it is packed away, unfortunately, so I can't really get it out and mess with it. But yeah, it's just like, you could definitely tell quality difference. But I stand by what I said with the 1954 Godzilla figure. It is amazing. But compare it to this SH Monsterarts. I mean, there's just, the quality difference is just staggering. This motherfucker is crazy, and I love it. I'm in love with this figure. I rate it, 10 out of 10. It is fucking fantastic figure. And, it's super posable, too. I mean, I could fucking pose this thing however I want. I mean, it's just awesome. It's just awesome. That's all there is to it. So, yeah. Thank you for tuning in to JR's Gameplay and More. The more being an SH Monsterarts Godzilla figure that is apparently a repaint. But I don't think it is at all. And, we'll catch you guys later. Like and subscribe.